Hey, this is Professor Homa, and I'm going to review the three types of filters. Rather than doing a whole exercise that we did in class, I'm just going to go over the three filters from the easiest to the more difficult, and that way you'll have one place in less than 5 minutes to find out everything you need to know about filters. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a file open, and I'm going to use a file that I already downloaded, and this is one that we use for the one exercise. This is clients agents. This is the one that we do filters and queries on. So I'm going to open that up, enable content, and if you get any of those messages about trusting it, just hit don't trust, it doesn't matter. And I'm going to double click on clients to open the table. The table is part of the database, just like a query will be part of the database. Alright, here's my database. The first filter I'm going to go over right now is going to be just a filter by selection. So here I have a database of a bunch of people, and they work in a certain office, they live in a certain city. If I want to find out all the people that live in Colorado Springs, I could go here to under my field for city, select Colorado Springs, and if I go up to my sort and filter area in my home tab and go to selection, I could choose selection equals Colorado Springs, and if I select that, I'll get a filtered view, and it'll show all the people that live in Colorado Springs. And down below it says 1 through 32 down here, so that's the number of people that it found. If I want to turn off my filter, I go to toggle filter and it's off. So that's filter by selection. I could do it for anything. I could find all the people that live in, I could find all the people the last name are Jones. I could go selection equals Jones, and there's 3 people named Jones in that database. Toggle filter to turn it off. Okay, that's filter by selection. Moving on, filter by form. This one is under advanced. So if I go to filter, over here's my sort and filter. If I go to advanced, filter by form, it brings up kind of this design view kind of look here. And if I wanted to find something like two separate things, people that work in the Boulder office that also live in Colorado Springs, I could find 2 things, and I'm going to get rid of this one that's showing up from the last one. So if I want to run a filter based on 2 specifications or two properties of my database, I could select them here and filter by form, and I could go to toggle filter, and it'll bring all the people that work in the Boulder office and live in Colorado Springs. So that's a filter by form. And if I'm, once I'm done with this, I could just toggle filter and I'm out of filter by form. So that's just a simple filter. The last one is advanced, and I'm going to go to advanced filter sort. It's down here. Okay, and this is a little more like the way a query works. And let's say I want to find the people that live and work in Boulder, and this one already has city and office here, so any things that you want to show up here, you could have first name, last name, all these people could show up. It has city and office down here. So let's say I want the people that live and work in Boulder. I could go down here and I could type in Boulder, and you don't need the quotes, just type in Boulder. Okay, and then over here, there already is Boulder here, but you would type that in. So this would be an advanced filter of people who live and work in Boulder, and all this means it's going to show up with first name and last name also showing up here. This is kind of the way a query is going to work. So all I'm going to have to do with this one, with the advanced one, is just toggle filter, and then it'll show me all the people that live and work. It's very much like it's like the filter by form. But it's advanced filter. You can also do ORs and things like that, and you type in information, so it's a little bit different. But this is basically your advanced filter, and you could type in criteria like less than. You would use that advanced filter on that MPPA exercise where you could find songs that are less than a certain amount of time, or greater than a certain amount of size. So those are the 3 filters. There's filter by selection, filter by form, and there was advanced filter that we just used, and they were all under this one. Selection, you just use equals. The other one's advanced. There's filter by form and advanced filter sort that we just went through. So those are the 3 filters. I'm going to go over in a separate movie. I'm going to go over doing a query, how to run it, how to save it, and save it as a filter, as an object. So right now those are just the filters. So you could use those for any of your exercises, the client's agents exercises or the exercises before that, and there'll also be some of that in the MPPA exercise. So that's it for now.